So, you know those TV shows where after many years you get to the final season and then they still go ahead and kill off a load of main characters and bring in a whole bunch of new faces for the final few episodes? Yeah, well, that's kind of what's happening with this final season of Andorra. Yes, hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgy Gamer here, bringing you episode 95 of Andorra, the double challenge in which I take charge of the club FC Andorra and the country of Andorra and try to lead them both along the road to glory. Well, it's our final season at FC Andorra. We decided to go one more time round the merry-go-round before the FM21 beta drops. So we're in September 2029. I've just completed 10 years at the club, got the part of the furniture Steam achievement. Now, you'll see over here, transfer budget is at 0. Our original budget was 6.93 million. We spent a lot more than that. And you better settle down, get yourself a cup of coffee or a nice cold beer, depending on what time of day it is, and sit down and I'll talk you through our summer of transfer history. So, first things first, a lot of activity. We're going to start with the outs. Now, I showed you in the kind of end-of-season review in the previous episode that we pre-arranged transfers for a couple of hotshot young defenders, including one from Paraguay, which meant it was time to say bye to Stanislav Krush. He's been a long stay of the series at Andorra since 2021-22, that was the season he joined. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 full seasons at the club. So, sorry to see him go, but he's Belarusian, not an EU national, and we needed to free up that EU slot. Also leaving Igor Maksimovic. He's been out on loan a lot, but wasn't going to get a look into the first team. I'm not going to play for longer than this season, so I figured I might as well cash in. 6.75 million from Calgary off. He went. Few squad players went out. Some other youngsters going out on loan. We got rid of Eugenio. Arlindo sent out on loan to Vallecano. Did put him up for sale, but our asking price was around 12 million. No one was coming in with those kind of offers. We got offers around 4-5 million, which I thought, no, we're just not taking that. So sent him out on loan, got his wages off the wage bill, so that was fine. Then we started, at that point, I'll get onto the players I brought in a moment. At that point, I was happy. I thought, if I was playing cards here, I would stick. But then this happened. You remember Nacho Martin? Yeah, he's been in the series for all of an episode and a half. Yeah. So, Nacho Martin, as you can see, is now an Atletico Madrid player. What we did, based on the experience we'd had with Pedro Figueras a few years ago, I signed him immediately to a professional contract, not a youth contract. We put in a £10 million release clause. Now, almost immediately I started getting bids when the season ended from the likes of Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Barcelona, bidding a couple of £1 million. We said, nope, no way. And then they came back in, all three of them came in with bids of 10 million. I was able to offer him a contract. He was willing to talk. We offered him a silly contract. He asked for like 3,000, but I said, I'll give you double. I'll give you 6,000. I'll give you the appearance fees. We set the minimum release to like 30 million. And I thought we were going to be able to keep him. But in the end, he opted for Atletico Madrid. Lower money than what we were offering, but he's at the reigning champions now. Don't be fooled, by the way, by the current potential ability star rating. That's just due to him being in the Andorran national pool. So by Andorran national team standards, he's that good. He's not quite that good by La Liga standards yet. So no more Nachos, but okay. It was a bit late in the day to be bringing a 16-year-old through the ranks. We went through a little bit more of the transfer window, and then another player of mine started attracting lots of bids. Georgie Gomez. Now, he had his heart set on PSG, so bids were coming in from Real Madrid, bids came in from Porto, Juventus, Bayern Munich, but he said, no, I'm not interested. I'm holding out for PSG. Eventually, PSG came in. They offered something like 30 million. I said, no, he wasn't happy. I said, you've got a release clause, mate. He said, my release clause is ridiculous. Nobody will ever pay that much. Well, he was wrong, because Liverpool did exactly that a few days later. They came in and bid 59 million. Because he was unhappy with me about rejecting PSG, he refused to negotiate a new contract, wouldn't even consider it, and off he went. 59 million to Liverpool. We made a couple of other sales. Squad player Marco Carvalho, he's been out on loan a lot like Maksimovic, went for 8 million. Good money. We sent some players out on fee-paying loans. We got rid of Gayan. Then on deadline day, one more time, we had a release clause bid. Sandha's release clause was 39 million. I was trying to get him to renegotiate his contract, but he said no. I believe he was a bit different to Georgie Gomez in that he said, I believe my release clause is reasonable, it's a good value, someone will come in. Juventus came in on deadline day, and he signed for them almost instantly. So, it wasn't 39. Oh, it was even worse than I thought. 33.5 million. 33.5 million, and he was off. He had a rubbish debut, though. As you can imagine, that gave me quite a lot of money to spend. Now, we'd already spent a big chunk of the budget in advance on Ben Hur. So, you'll see he started well. 2 starts, 2 goals. Fantastic. 201 centimetres tall with his jumping reach of 18. Surprisingly, both goals scored with his feet. We'll have a look at him in action later. Hopefully we'll get some glimpses of this, but I'm very much getting Paulo One-Chop style vibes from this guy. One of his goals in the last game, he just kind of stumbled past his man, hit a shot, the keeper fumbled it, it trickled over the line. You know, those are the kind of goals that Ben Hur gets you. I'm curious, I never noticed this when I signed him, but he does like to attempt overhead kicks, so I'd like to see a 2 metre tall player doing an overhead kick. That's going to be something to behold. So Morgan Richier and Osmar Alvarez, good thing we signed both of them. They're both wonderkid centre-backs. I showed you them in the previous episode, but seeing as we lost Georgie Gomez, it's a bloody good thing I got both of them in. That's all I can say. Next up, a very unusual signing for me. Lack of depth at right back, has to be said. So we went for a free transfer, because at this point, obviously, you know, if you look at the dates of the transfers, at this point, transfer budget was gone. It was shot completely. This was before we'd sold Georgie Gomez and Sandha. So I brought in this guy, Odriozola, on a free. He was a free agent, and we brought him in. Quite a number of La Liga teams were after him, and a few Portuguese and French ones as well. So, experienced player, 33, can still do it at the top level. Will be good for some of the youngsters, I think. Not the kind of signing I've typically made in this series, it has to be said. But if you look, I mean, obviously, career at Real Sociedad, big move to Real Madrid. Not a first-team regular, but, you know, a squad player, getting quite a bit of game time. And then a big money move to Wolfsburg, he was a regular there. Then moved on to Leicester, was a regular there for a season and a half. Now back to finish off his career in La Liga. He'll be a backup to Jonathan. Now, if I told you we'd signed another right winger, you'd think, that'd be joking. Well, indeed it is. It's Joaquin Lopez. Joaquin Lopez. See what I did there? He's a right winger, so he's going to be now a backup to Silva. We didn't really have an out-and-out backup to Silva. Anytime he was unavailable last season, we just have to play Perez on the opposite flank to normal, or pull Arlindo out there or something like that. So it's good to have someone to challenge Silva for that right midfield slot. And he scored and got an assist on his debut as well, so great start. And when I signed Omar Alvarez, he made me promise I would strengthen the midfield. So, this is a player we brought in, Pedro Figueras. Got him quite cheap, actually, and I don't know why we got him so cheap. I'm worried there's something wrong with him. But as you can see, central midfielder, can play as a playmaker, mainly. Just to add depth, I'm not really thinking of him as a first-team starter. We got him from Espanyol for 4.8 million. Now, they'd signed him a year before for 3.2 from Benfica. But if you have a look at his value now, 16.5 million, my scouts were telling me, he's good enough for the first team. Don't understand why we got him so cheaply. Determination is all there, all the key attributes, except perhaps dribbling, are all what you'd expect. So, we'll see what he's like as a playmaker. Now, left back, bit of a problem spot. We've got Hernandez, we've got this young French guy in, but he's more one for the future. So, a lot of interest in taking him out on loan. So once we'd got the Georgie Gomez money, I decided to go big. So I got this guy, Jaroslav Silhavi. Czech player. We signed him from, I think it was CSK in Moscow. And he's a left back. And as you can see, 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. I mean, not an amazing player, but still a lot better than the two options we had before he showed up. Now, on the same day, I made a bit of an impulse buy. I thought, if the board were happy to, sanction Georgie Gomez and ignored my pleas to sign him to a new contract, then I thought, well, I'm going to bloody well spend every penny I've got. It's the last season. Let's blow it. So finally, after all these years, we've signed Xavier Larrazabal from Atletico Pamplona, a player we've been chasing for a while. He's finally joined us. Now, of course, he's an out-and-out striker. He wants to be the star player in the team. We've got Ben-Hur as well. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, as we generally only play with one striker, but we'll figure it out. But you see, it's dropped a bit because he's coming off an injury, but 16th finishing, he's got pace and acceleration, and we'll be looking for him to bag us a few goals. And with that deadline day, last-ditch sale of Sanha, I thought I need another attacking midfielder. We got Ridgilson, but we need one more. So we swooped in. We basically reinvested the money we got from Sanha to buy Paul Bosch from Villarreal. So an attacking midfielder, advanced playmaker, very good physical stats, if you ask me. High determination, good decision-making, great technique. So we'll be looking for him to pull a few strings. Well, yeah, quite the cast change for this final season. Lots for the board and the fans to digest. Overall, the fans are pretty happy with the players we've brought in. Lots of B's, B minuses, C's and so on. They never give you an A, the fans. The board are overall fairly happy. We've got bringing in the veteran Odrizola, got an A minus, Alvarez A minus, Morgan Richier A plus because we only paid 3 million for him. So they're pretty happy. Even with Larrazabal, 33 million transfer record, they're happy. Gave me a B for it. Minimum release fee of 90 million. They like that. The players going out is a bit more mixed. They've got some that the board are very happy with the deals. Some the fans are not happy with. You can see they were not happy at all with Arlindo being sent out on loan. Got an F for selling Crush. But, what can we do? You can't please them all the time. Well, we gave ourselves an easy pre-season. We thought we're big-time Charlies now. So after we played Norwich, we organised a tour of China. Won all those games quite easily. Perhaps our toughest opponents came in the form of Spanish opposition. We played Real Sociedad, Atletico Madrid, beat both of them. Anderlecht and Salzburg in our traditional pre-season tournament. We then travelled to America to take on Atlanta United, so Chinese tour and a visit to America in the same pre-season. And we played our feeder club from the Andorran League, San Julia, as well. All of those victories. We couldn't win our first game of the season, away to Sevilla, but always a tough place to go. Ben-Hur getting the equaliser late on there. Villarreal came to town. This was before we'd signed Bosch off them. And Joaquin Lopez opening the scoring. He wasn't kidding around. Ben-Hur with his stumbled goal. Osmar Alvarez with a header. It was all coasting. They got consolation towards the end. Now the transfer window finally closed. Now we turn our focus to today's feature game, Real Betis. You can see also the group stage draw for the Europa League has been made, so we have got Astana. So a long trip there. We've got Dinamo Zagreb, who are probably the toughest team. They were in the 4th pot of seeds, so the toughest team out of there. And Manchester United. So that's a group that I would expect us to qualify from in at least 2nd place. But it could mean that for the first time, we end up playing in that Europa League first knockout round. And I just realised I forgot to put my phone on silent. New subscriber. Thanks, Josh Booth. Yeah, so here we are entering our final season with quite a different looking team. I mean, Jimenez in goal, that's the same. Jonathan, he's been around for a while. But Umbar, remember, he only came last season. Partnered by Alvarez, so new centre-back pairing. Silva makes his debut today. Figueras, new to the team. He's in the deep line playmaker role. Majorino, now he's been in and out of the team a bit in the past. Had a good season out on loan last year, so back in the first team squad for another try. Joaquin Lopez, new boy on the right wing. Bosch making his debut in the attacking midfield role. Speranza, well, he's only been here a couple of seasons, if we're honest. And Ben-Hur up front. We've got Larrazabal on the bench. We've got the Andorran icon, Jose Francisco Perez, on the bench as well. Silva, Reggie Boy, they're on the bench too. Hernandez and Richier as well. Right, carry on from where you finished off against Villarreal. Probably best not to say that to Paul Bosch, because he was playing for Villarreal in that game. But everyone else, get out there and make a difference. See, there's work going on the stadium there. You can see we're going to have our capacity increased to 30,000. That should be ready by November. So that's going to be great to see. Record-setting crowds here by the end of this final season. Right corner, Jonathan whips it in. It kind of hangs in the air a bit. Never mind. Bosch plays it back to Jonathan. Figuera, Umbar, out to Lopez. Lopez scores. Almost a carbon copy, but it looks like it's going to go for offside. That was very similar to the goal he scored against Villarreal in the last game, but this time, unfortunately, not given. Right then, Speranza now whips one in. Is that a penalty? Yes, the referee's going to go and have a look. Busy with the VAR early in this match. We've got to watch the jog out to the screen. Why we don't watch the jog out to the screen for the goal review, who knows? But he's having a look at it again, and what's he going to give? Come on, referee. Penalty awarded. Don't actually remember. Arlindo would take our penalty. Is it going to be Ben-Hur? That is massive. Ben-Hur stepping up for the penalty. And there you go. He makes it 3 goals in 3 games. Ben-Hur. I love this guy already. Arlindo, Baltazar, Lee Russell. Who are you guys? Ben-Hur's the man. Ben-Hur. All right then, we win it. Looked like Real Betis were going to launch an attack there, but Speranza got into a good position. Majorino trying to thread the ball through, but Real Betis have won it back. Now we've got to watch out for the quick counter here, but it looks like they're getting it out to that left wing pretty sharpish, but nice block. Lopez, good backtracking there. He's not kidding around. You're going to hear that a lot. Ben-Hur, wow, look at the big man, skillful with his feet, and a forwards roll as well. Don't think the insurers are going to be too happy with you doing that a lot, my friend, but Ben-Hur putting on a show for you guys today. Larrazabal is just warming the bench. Look at Ben-Hur, obviously the arrival of another top-class striker, as you know, oh, look at that, pats the head, rubs the stomach before the front roll as well. What a guy. Okay, corner, Speranza, Ben-Hur with the header. He doesn't score with headers, does Ben-Hur, ironically enough. But all right, that was a good, powerful downwards header. Lopez going in near post. But we're playing pretty well. I'm quite happy with what we're producing so far as we come up to half-time. 2 goals to the good. Right, don't get complacent. No changes. Just get out there and let's win this game. Get 3 points in the bag. Betis with an attack early on here. Obviously some harsh words from the manager at half-time, spurring them into action here. Rafael, scores a peach of a goal. Wow, he kind of worked a bit of magic there, has to be said. Not the way we wanted it to go, conceding early in the second half. But yeah, if we just have a look at this, he just turns his man. Who was that? Doesn't matter, but yeah, beats the keeper from distance. Oh, and we've got another highlight here straight from the kickoff. I'm going to get in a demand more now while I can. And if it's irrelevant, we can always delete it in a moment. Jonathan, played it a bit close, but Alvarez knocks one out to Lopez. Beautiful ball. Ben-Hur nearly gets the hat-trick. Ooh, man, he's skillful with his ball at his feet, isn't he, old Ben-Hur? Speranza whips one in, going for Ben-Hur at the far post. Ben-Hur wreaking havoc there with his height, but we can't convert it. Okay, here we go. Let's show Real Betis. No, I was going to say let's show them how foolish they were to poke the bear with that goal. But here we go. Joaquin Lopez. Come on, gets into Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur. Come on, he's got to get that hat-trick eventually. Alvarez now. We're playing it out from the back. Real Betis trying to close us down quite heavily. Speranza knocks out to Lopez. Lopez to Ben-Hur. There we go. Ben-Hur. Hat-trick. His first ever hat-trick for FC Andorra. 5 goals in his first 3 games. This guy is magic. And he hasn't scored with a header yet. Look at that. Lopez knocked it straight into his path. Beautiful control from the big man. Slots it in. Oh, yes. All right, Real Betis. Hopefully they don't get back into it here, because that's going to set up a very nervy final half hour. Bit of a panicked clearance from the boys there, but we've got it now. Silhavi knocks it into Figueras. Come on, Figueras makes the forward run. Who's he going to pick out here with his cross? Picks out Lopez. Joaquin Lopez. Joaquin Lopez, that is a fantastic name. I didn't sign him just because of that. I didn't actually realise until I signed him that he was called Joking, and I am not joking. I'm dodgy gamer. Boom, boom. Right, Figueras though, great one. One fantastic assist, that one. Lopez volleys it in, far post. Right then. With Ben-Hur having his hat-trick, I'm going to give him a rest, and we're going to have the debut of Larrazabal. Let's see what Larrazabal can do. The yardstick has been set by the 2-metre tall Ben-Hur. I'm not actually sure how tall Xavier Larrazabal is. Does it tell us on the screen? Yeah, no it doesn't, but we'll find out later. So you can get on there. And I think we're going to bring on the Andorran icon, Jose Francisco Perez, as well. Please the home fans a little bit. Get your words out. Let's see how many more we can add. Of course, we beat Real Betis. Was it 6-1 in the Cup semi-final last year? See if we can match that score today. Right, our ball, Perez plays it inside, and now Bosch. We haven't seen a lot from Bosch today. Gets out to Lopez, we have seen a lot of. Jonathan, is he going to cross or shoot? Lopez, Perez, Andorran icon goes for the cross, but it's blocked. But we've still got the ball. We've still got a chance if we can get it out to the other flank. Come on, boys. No, they went... There was a guy free on the right-hand side, guys. You should have spotted that. As it is, Rafael has a shot. Luckily for us, he misses. All right, Betis taking this a bit seriously. They think they can pull it back. They think they can get it back to 4-4. Yeah, they're going to put us under pressure. Rafael scores. Assist by turncoat Pedro Morales. Oh, dearie me. He'll be linking up with us soon for the Andorra team, so, you know, he's obviously trying to show off. But, yeah, Rafael makes it 4-2. I'm going to take off Embark because he's on a yellow, so we'll bring on Richier. Okay, here we go. The ball comes through to Larrazabal. Larrazabal nearly scores on his debut. Good shot. Very good save by the keeper. We get the corner. Let's have a look. Perez swings it in. He went for Larrazabal at the far post, but he couldn't quite get there. Right, we're into stoppage time then. All substitutions have been made, and I think that's going to be the final whistle. There we go. In the end, 4-2. So, a very good attacking performance. A couple of question marks over the defence still. Obviously, the youngsters there, the new players need to gel a little bit, but pleased with the result and your performance overall, boys. So, wow, quite a lot to unpack in that episode. A massive, massive transfer window. And we've got our sights set on one last shot at glory. Pretty good start to the season. 2 wins and a draw so far, so we're 4th behind Barcelona, Valencia, Real Madrid. Of course, I don't know how long we'll be able to stay up there. Could we qualify for Champions League football? Doesn't really matter in a way, because I won't be playing that season. If we do, if we could challenge for the title, it would be a long shot, but it would be great. I think we've got to focus on the cups. We've got the Spanish Cup, we've got the Super Cup, we've got the Europa League. If we can do well in one or more of those, I'll be very happy. So here you go, of course, Ben-Hur, who else? Man of the match, 3 goals, 2 key headers. So at least, you know, he used his head for something. We'll tell him he was superb in front of goal. He was pleased with his own performance. Do let me know what you think of Ben-Hur, our new cult hero, down in the comments below. I'd appreciate your feedback in general on the transfer window, your predictions for this final season, and how we're going to do. Anyway, for now, I'm Dodgy Gamer. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit that like button if you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And we'll see you again soon.